Listin J, nigga, okay. It's not cliche, do it in my way. Smoke you a token, fly away. Got shit roll, got shit packed. Legendary smoker, never choking. Now we blazing, munchies craving. Take a hit with your boy.
Fusions. Man, there ain't no shit cooler in the whole series outside of transforming into a Super Saiyan. What's up? I'm your boy Token Drew, and today we're listing out the different types of fusions, covering everything, ranging from the Patar, where you take a pair of earrings and combine two warriors into an even stronger being. We got the Majin Buu absorption, where it's an offensive, where he forces you onto him and takes your abilities, or he sacrifices himself to you and builds you up. We got the Metamoran dance, where you bust out some moves and get a nifty little vest. We got artificial assimilation, where you take some cybernetic components and do an upgrade. And then finally, we got the forbidden Namekian fusion. So we're gonna get all this shit together in a video, have a good time, smoke a bit. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy fusions as much as I do. If you disagree, do what you do. Till then, this is Listin Shit, the top 13 fusions from the Dragon Ball series. Let's get it started. Number 13, the Namekian that forgot his name. Piccolo and Kami, the Forbidden Fusion. So in Dragon Ball Z episode 77, Piccolo comes across Nail dying from getting his ass kicked by Frieza and his men. So they opt to fuse to try and get revenge, opting to become stronger by combining. It's a forbidden technique, but it doesn't work out very well. Then in Dragon Ball Z episode 141, Piccolo combines with Kami to become the nameless Namekian, the son of Karas. This makes him his true self, makes him a super Namekian, and at this point he's the strongest character in the series, but I'm not a big Piccolo fan, but you know what I'm saying, I respect him. So, the number 12, we got Aniraza. So, this is from Dragon Ball Super episode 121. The combination of Ballerator, Kuwutsukai, and Panchia from Universe 3, I'm butchering their names, they made Koichia Raider, and that combined with Dr. Pirani to make Aniraza. He is the largest fusion in the series, and the first time the Universe 7 teamed up to do an attack. I really liked him because he does shit like this, like the Janemba style portal attacks. And his transformation reminded me of Hirudegarn, so I had to put him on the list. Number 11. We got Super Android 13, which is from Dragon Ball Z Movie 7, Super Android 13. Very creative name, huh? This is the first Dragon Ball movie confirmed to take place in an alternate universe. The characters Androids 13, 14, and 15 are based off of Redneck, a pimp, and a Native American, which is kind of funny because I knew that little bastard was supposed to be a pimp. Just knew it. Number 10. We're bringing out the big guns right now, bringing in Majin Buu. Specifically when he is Buu-Tanks, Buu-Han, and Piccolo Buu. Starting with Dragon Ball Z episode 150, this is when Super Buu, his actual strongest form, decides to take on the abilities of Gotenks and Buu, the strength and the wisdom, doing a very creepy transformation similar to The Thing, that old movie, John Carpenter's movie. Can you imagine that shit? Like if that was real life, seeing something just take one of your friends and just take their attributes. Even took the long hair like Super Saiyan 3 and whipped that shit. Whip it one more time, boy. Yeah. Whip that shit back and forth. Then, in Dragon Ball Z episode 267, so the last one should have been 250, my bad, Gohan gets his dumbass absorbed. And he becomes Gohan Buu, in which Goku and Vegeta, the only way they can try to beat him is by fusing. Number 9 is Maju. This is when Oob fuses with Good Buu in Dragon Ball GT episode 32. See, Oob is the reincarnation of Kid Buu, but good, and actually trained by Goku. And this he fuses with the Mr. Buu, the Good Buu, and he becomes this stronger version. I thought he was a cool character. I wish he was utilized better and a bit more. You know, this character, pretty much Kid Buu trained by Goku. You know what I mean? Number 8, we're still in GT using Super 17. This is where you have Android 17 and Artificial 17 in Dragon Ball GT episode 42 fusing together. This is like the most boring fusion I've ever seen, just sliding together. Oh, look at us. We are the exact same, except one's wearing a trench coat and gloves. But anyway, the character they made is pretty badass. I really like the way he looked with the Sephiroth looking hair and the slender build. I cannot find a figure of him. I just need to build it myself for real. But anyway, he is so strong that Goku needs to go Super Saiyan 4 to beat him. And the last time he used that form was against Baby. So dude was no joke, even though he was only around for a couple episodes. Number 7. Number 7, we have Kefla, the fusion of Caulifla and Kale with the Potara earring. So in Dragon Ball Z episode, or Dragon Ball Super episode 114, Super Saiyan God Goku was putting them hands on these poor girls, showing them who's boss, teaching them how to use their power. They used out their trump card, a gift from Champa, the Potara earrings. Sorry, I'm stuttering a bit. One take, you know what I'm saying? This made Kefla, who is strong enough to not only kick Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue Goku's ass, makes him go into Ultra Instinct and still pushes him to the limit. This character is so powerful. This is a clip from Dragon Ball Super Heroes episode 8. It's just from the trailer. It hadn't even come out yet. I just thought it was cool the way she came down with that ball around her. But this character, very powerful. So kudos to being the first female doing that shit. Number 6, we have Mr. Perfect Cell. This is Cell fusing with Android 17 and 18. So starting off in Dragon Ball Z episode 152, we have Cell taking over Android 17. Now this was an interesting fight because this is after 17 and Piccolo were fighting. And like a fucking horror movie, Cell comes out of nowhere and absorbs him. Straight up just absorbs him and transforms. And then in Dragon Ball Z episode 159, he gets Android 18. Now the funny story is that the whole reason why he was changing so much is in real life, the editor behind Dragon Ball Z, Akira Toriyama's boss, did not like Cell's design. So Akira kept on having to change him until he got the form that we all know and love. The transformation sequence is awesome and the art is pretty damn amazing. Not to mention, Cell comes in and starts putting in work on everybody. Literally everybody. Shits out some kids. They start putting work on everybody. And then Gohan has to transform into the next level and still get help from his dad. But anyway, number 5. We have Baby Vegeta using symbiosis via Baby going into Vegeta's wounds. So in Dragon Ball GT episode 27, you have Baby finally achieving one of his master plans and absorbing the Prince of all Saiyans. This is part of a revenge scheme because the Sphurujins, what Baby was the race on the planet that the Saiyans came and conquered and then named it into Planet Vegeta. So this was like their bioweapon they launched on the world, the universe, I should say. Very powerful character. GT gets cool from like episodes 25 on up. But we'll talk about that some other time. Number 4, we have Gotenks, the fusion of Goten and Trunks using the Metamoran dance. So, here in Dragon Ball Z episode 253, we have Goten and Trunks, after getting their ass handed to them by Fat Boo, they learned how to control and use their fusion and stop being so cocky. But that doesn't change the fact that Gotenks is a shit-talking, awesome character. He is just this attitude-driven, powerful-ass kid, the second character to go Super Saiyan 3, and that's it. He pulls out all these random moves out of his ass, and he just has a good time in all of his battles. Like, they utilize this character a lot, and I'm glad. Almost any time you see a special, you pretty much know he's going to pop up somewhere. And not to mention, he always defuses in a humorous manner. It's a shame that in Dragon Ball GT they didn't utilize him as an adult, even though in Dragon Ball Heroes, that game, we got to see him in action, but, it is what it is. Number 3, we have one of the most powerful characters in the whole franchise. We have merged Zamasu. That is Goku Black fused with Zamasu using the Dragon Ball Potara earrings. So in Dragon Ball Super episode 64, these two gods fused together into this being, which is kind of weird I don't even want to spoil it because if you haven't got to that point, you haven't got to that point. But Right here, they fuse together and make this being that is so immensely powerful. He tanked a final Kamehameha from Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. They had to pull in the help of a god among gods to erase the whole universe just to stop him. And we fans don't even believe he's gone. Type shit. Spoilers. My bad. Number 2. This might ruffle some feathers, but I'm putting Vegito at number 2. That's right. Goku and Vegeta with the Patara earrings. A lot of Patara on this list. So in Dragon Ball Z episode 269, after Buu had absorbed Gohan, Vegeta and Goku finally put aside their differences and combined into the most powerful warrior in the entire Dragon Ball Z series. He is cocky and he is powerful and he is a joy to watch. Vegito was awesome. I loved his outfit, pretty much the reverse scheme of Goku and Vegeta. And then in Dragon Ball Super episode 66, they brought his ass back, even though he should have changed his outfit because Vegeta wasn't wearing the same thing. And in Dragon Ball Super Heroes episode 3, we see him use the Kaioken Kamehameha with Super Saiyan Blue. So he's a very powerful character, very cocky. But he isn't my number 1. There's only one character that I could put at the number 1 spot. And I'm pretty sure you guys are all going to agree with me. Number 1 character, the most powerful right now, Kibito Kai, the best fusion ever. Yo, he could teleport anywhere. I'm just joshing you. Gogeta. Goku and Vegeta with the Metamoran dance. We've only seen him in a couple different things, and this is where people argue that he is non-canon and he didn't count and blah blah blah, but whatever. Gogeta was always my favorite character in the entire franchise. And if I ever do my top characters list, just know his ass is going to be number 1 again. Spoiler on that one. I might as well do a top 12 character list because y'all don't know what number 1 is. He first appeared in Dragon Ball Z Movie 12 Fusion Reborn to defeat Janemba and beat that dude in like a minute. That's all he needed. He is all business. No jokes, no time for bullshit. In Dragon Ball GT, he comes back to defeat Omega Shenron using the Big Bang Kamehameha. Even though that didn't kill him, that was such a devastating attack, it could have. Coming back against his fight with Janemba, he uses a move called the Starburst Breaker, which that purifies evil. And it completely obliterates evil deities. And this was a multi-dimensional, powerful being that was obliterated. And then, of course, we see from the trailers of Dragon Ball Super Broly that the homeboy comes back. But there you have it. That's my list of my top fusions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm your boy, Token Drew. Live up, smoke out, and game on. I'm out this bitch. Thanks for watching. Peace.